Welcome to War Thunder with Subdued. How y'all doing, you thunders? I hope everyone had a great Christmas and a safe and happy New Year. Hope everyone got over their hangovers quite easily. Those of you that did partake, that is. And for those of you that didn't partake, I hope you had a fun time that evening. And now we're 1 week into the new year, and I'm going to give you my opinion of what we need to do to War Thunder. Well, not what we need to do, what I think Gaijin needs to do to War Thunder. Realistic air battles to make it a bit better. Now, what you're looking at on screen is the F3D-1 Sky Knight that sits in the attacker line of the US tree, and it is a naval night fighter. It's not an attacker, even though it does carry two, count them, 2 bombs, and it can carry bombs ranging from 500 to 2,000 pounds, or it can carry 2 Tiny Tim missiles. But it is not an attacker. It is a night fighter. Can it do ground attack? So can a P-51 Mustang. And that is a fighter. But that's neither here nor there. What I'd like to talk about is the current status of the maps in War Thunder for planes like the F-3D Sky Knight. Specifically, battle rating 8 and 9 aircraft. Now, to date, which is basically for 5 years, realistic air battles, previously known as historical battles, have been nothing more than team deathmatch. You get a bunch of players flying a bunch of different aircraft, and they are all in it to slaughter the other team, and that's all there is to it. Now, yeah, there's a couple of ground targets here and there that are, important to the mission, supposedly. There are bombing targets for the bombers to go after, and they're important, supposedly. And there's an airfield to bomb out, and that's important, supposedly. But the big reward comes from the team deathmatch. It comes from killing all the planes on the opposing side. Now, can you win by doing the mission? Yes. Matter of fact, I've won quite a few matches by doing the mission. The problem is there's not that big a reward for doing the mission. For all that matters, you could take a match that should be anywheres up to 1 hour long and complete the match within 5 minutes by slaughtering the other team. Boom, done. And you haven't completed a single element of the mission requirements set out at the beginning of the match, other than you killed all the enemy players. And that's not part of the mission parameters. mission parameters for every realistic battle and probably simulator and arcade are: destroy indicated ground targets, destroy the bases, and destroy the airfield. 3 indicated mission parameters. But you don't gain anything special by doing those. Well, yeah, if you complete the bombing out of the 3 strategic base targets and then bomb the airfield into oblivion, you win, because the counter starts going click, 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 click. And the only way the enemy team can win is to kill off the remaining Allied fighters and bombers. And that's provided they can get up to the altitude that the bomber is flying at. What Gaijin should do, not saying they will, I'm just saying they should do this, is create the impetus for doing the mission. Create interesting missions. Right now, there's only one map that's got a complete variety, and, well, almost complete variety of targets on the map that you should be able to complete to win the match, and that would be Spain. Alternate history Spain. There are AI bombers, there are AI fighters, there are AI tanks, there are AI patrol boats, there are artillery, AAA, pillboxes, destroyers, battleships, carriers, cruisers, airfields, bombing targets. And honestly, the only thing they really lack are bridges. Blow the bridges, prevent the tanks from escaping or the enemy from escaping, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. That is the map that has the most on it that's worth fighting on. Now, you got quite a bit of stuff when you're talking about, like, the Korea map. Korea map is quite well laid out, but it's too small for battle rating 8 and 9 planes. They are too fast and get around too quickly. Spain is larger. It is more in line with actual what you would see in an actual fight. And even there, the airfields on Spain are way too close. They should open up the distance between those airfields by at least half again. Whether they'll rewrite the map to do that, I have no idea. Because usually when somebody changes one thing on the map, they decide to get artistic and change something else and change something else, and eventually it doesn't look anything like it used to, and everything has been changed, and everyone's looking around going, okay, what were we supposed to do now? I'd just like it if they would move the airfields further apart. Everything else could stay pretty much the same. Maybe add in a couple of bridges to kill, and give the Soviets, or not the Soviets, but give the northern team. Give the northern team some patrol boats that the southern team can attack. Because right now, the only ones that have patrol boats to attack are the northern team attacking the southern team's patrol boats. That's the best map in the game, in my opinion. Alternate history Spain. There's a couple other maps that are beautiful maps. They would be absolutely awesome in the game. One was in the game for a long time. Well, not a long time, but it was in the map in the game for a while, and I haven't seen it since the new patch dropped. And that was the English Channel map. If you don't know what that is, I can't even pronounce the name of it. But let's just say it's the English Channel. It's got a good portion of France and it's got a good portion of England. Those airfields need to be moved a bit apart. And more stuff needs to be put on the map for attack. But again, you have to make the rewards for completing the mission and make specific missions. Take out this bridge, take out that bridge, take out this supply column, take out this that supply column. Bomb these port facilities into ruins to prevent further reinforcement. Take out the landing ships. Take out the cargo ships. These are things that need to be adjusted and put into these maps, and the rewards should be commensurate with completing these tasks. And victory conditions should be contingent upon completing the tasks, not on Team Deathmatch. Team Deathmatch does not make for completely enjoyable gaming. I want to know that if we've taken out all of their bombers, they won't be able to complete the match, and they will lose because they cannot complete the match. Or, something along those lines. If all of your, if you have 6 hunters on one team, and victory conditions are contingent upon you destroying a bridge, how many hunters carry bombs? Oh yeah, none of them. You haven't got anything else left in the air. You just got all these hunters, and they can't carry a bomb between them. And they can't take out that bridge, and the enemy tanks roll through. And you lose the match. Because you didn't protect a bomber, or you didn't protect an attacker, and that bomber or attacker was your only hope of actually winning the match. Now, just because you take out the bridge doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win the map, or win the mission. If the victory conditions are met, then you can resort to Team Deathmatch. Because conditions for victory have been met. Now, if that sounds complicated, well, I'm sorry, but Team Deathmatch is too simplistic. Somebody once said the difference between a advanced and Aboriginal society is the complexity of their games. I'm sorry, I like more complex games. It's the difference between playing chess and checkers. There are levels to the game that have not been plumbed. And one of those levels is victory conditions. I would love to see Gaijin re-engineer many of their large maps and put them into rotation, because Tier 8 and 9 planes are, one, too fast for the medium and small size maps, and two, it's too easy to stick all of the targets in line with the air bases. And that's what's happened on too many of the maps. Spain is lucky. The ground targets and the AI bombers are off to the right or left of the opposing airfields. And that's what we should be wanting more of from Gaijin. More complex missions rather than these simplistic kill everybody missions. I know the fighter mafia is going bananas at this point, going, oh my god, I want to just kill, kill, kill. No, 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 no. That's not how you do it. You do it by actually completing the mission. If you can't complete the mission, you shouldn't get victory awards. You should get awards for every plane you shoot down, but the big reward for completing the mission should be out of your reach because you didn't complete the mission. And it should be an award that will make you want to complete the mission. Like, let's say a standard mission where you're number one in the team and you've taken out 3 enemy planes and you would get 10,000 RP. Well, if the mission is complete, you've completed the parameters for victory besides shooting down all the enemy planes. Let's say it doubles or triples the RP award. And the same with Lions. All of a sudden, you would find attackers and bombers becoming absolutely relevant in this game. Because you want to protect that bomber who is the only thing that can take out this target, no matter what it is. Or you have to protect the attacker because it's the only thing that can do the job that you need done. Now the fighter mafia is going to be going bananas again, going, I don't want to protect them. They're flying those ugly planes that don't do anything, and they're a drag on the team. And oh, stop your heavy breathing, please. I've heard every argument from the fighter mafia to date, and you know what? They're all hollow. Change the rewards in the matches and up your game on the matches, on targets. Think of maps like the Bastogne map where you did the Flight of Swallows. And I think that's where the ME-262s were taking on the bombers, and they were intercepted by the Allied prop fighters. That's an interesting match. And it's a realistic match because, gee, it almost happened that way, other than the bombers were up about another 15,000 feet. They were usually coming in at 30,000 feet instead of 10,000, 15,000 feet. That's why I say bigger maps. Bigger maps. Larger maps. Alright, this is Subdude signing off. I hope y'all have a fantastic year. I hope everyone's first week has been awesome. And I hope you have a better today and an awesome tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. We'll catch you in the skies. This is Subdude signing off. Bye-bye.